While Daddy's away, the boys will play. Welcome to a special edition of the Whitey Boys Make Podcast. My name is Corby. It is November the 5th, 2024 at 8:13 p.m. Happy Election Day to those in America. It's a special occasion, not because Fitzy's not here, but because Colin's here. Hi, Colin. How you doing?
Hello, I'm here. I'm not shirking my responsibilities like some people. You gotta get your priorities in order. Is all I'm saying. Personally.
Yeah. You fumbled the bag over the weekend too, huh? I mean, both of you did, but anyways,
right, we'll get into that.
We'll get into that. No, but it actually is a special occasion because finally, second time on the pod. Welcome back, Rick. Rick, welcome back, brother.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Excited to be here. Yeah.
Cool. Great. I guess we asked everyone else this question, so I'm going to ask you: why do boys play games? I guess.
Dude, what did I say last time? Oh yeah, I asked Holly, and she said that nobody will ever know, so that's why she asked the question in the first place. So nobody knows why boys play games, and I don't think we'll ever find out.
You're sticking to it. I like it. I like it,
dude.
Colin, do you think we'll ever get a definitive answer?
Of course. I think we might have technology will catch up a bit, and we'll figure it out. They didn't know why the world was flat until a few years ago, so we'll figure out why boys play games. I think by 2030.
What the Sigma?
With that, let's move on to comments to the mailbag. Thank you very much.
Sweet.
For that insightful stuff. All right, I'll present it in the way that Sean does so beautifully.
Oh wow! Okay.
I am doing it in chronological order. Mike says once first. He then says Corby, Ford Taurus or Chevy Volt. It's a Chevy Bolt is my current car. Good or bad? I think in reference to dolphin murder, I would say bad. Oh wait, that's I'm in the wrong account. Never mind. I'll still like this.
Wait, what is Ford Taurus or Chevy Volt? Is he asking you to pick one?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really know, but I guess I'll pick the Chevy Volt.
Wait,
you're a big car guy, Eric. What do you think?
Wait, so you have a Chevy Bolt? It's a B?
Yes. Yeah, it's a B.
Shit.
It's a Bolt with a B.
Because I've heard of a Chevy Volt, but not a Chevy Bolt. But now I know that you would drive a Chevy Bolt, so that means that maybe Mike is just stupid and was trying to ask like the two cars that you've had, and he just doesn't know what kind of car you drive. Shut up, Mike.
Whoa.
They make cars called Bolt and Volt. That's just bad.
Yeah,
just bad like marketing or something. Like, why would that just seems like a silly thing to do?
Coming up soon to the Chevy Jolt.
Right.
Added to the Olt family.
Sound like a bunch of Chevy Dolts over there to me.
Okay.
Can you press one of the buttons?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh shit! Wrong button. Okay. Let's keep rolling here. Mike says, "I love when Spud sploots on camera. I love when Spud sploots in general. He's a good dog." If anyone would like to take a comment, we got big string here.
Oh, I want the big string.
Oh,
big string. All
right.
Regarding Adam's comments about not starting Darnell Mooney, he has a point, but I didn't need to start Mooney to put the poop stain on him in the toilet bowl. So the old deflecting that your own flaws and just saying like "fuck you," I get it. Okay. Adam says no. This is in all caps, by the way. No, but if you were starting him all year, you'd probably be 6-2, 7-1. He says wrong. I started him in one loss, and the other ones it wouldn't have made a difference. He said you're right. I guess it's just the collection of all the bad starting roster decisions you have made that have you leading the field in regret points by a mile. And Adam follows up with, "I know I'm last. I'm in last." And Mike said, "Damn, you diffused my witty comeback about you being in last. Adam, I am the king of regret points." This is in reference to a future comment we'll get to in a minute.
This is what the comments are all about. I love when they go head to head, bone to bone, if some of you may say.
Can't wait to see these two warriors duking it out when when these guys make their own pod this year at some point. We're gonna all take a break for 1 week, and Mike, Adam, and Chris will be on the pod. They're gonna have.
It would be sick. Maybe if I keep saying it won't happen, it will happen. He then goes on. I get nervous about starting Mooney in London, but I am forgetting now and on the Mooney mobile. Yeah, Drake London has been awesome. Darnell Mooney's been awesome. It's weird. It's weird to start two wide receivers on the same team.
Right. I remember, I mean, the Falcons are the team to start two with, because they have these guys this year, and then the famous or infamous or awesome Tevin Coleman Devontae year a few years. I mean, what was that now? Like 5 or 6 years ago, when both of them were like at top, probably like 16 running backs. So and Atlanta's the place to do it,
Wait, didn't they had Julio and Calvin Ridley at one point too?
That's right. I think for one year they were both good.
Yeah.
Julio and Roddy White. Who could forget that?
Hey.
That elite stack.
That's old school.
They really know how to make them.
Michael says, Cousin Chris got huge wins when needed, right in time for CMC to come in. Good job, cuz. String another this week. It's crazy. We'll get into it. Amazing stuff from Chris. Cool.
Yeah, this is an amazing story arc. That is probably the hottest thing in this league right now.
Hot.
It's hot. Okay. My favorite part of when Adam has a down year is the team name photo combinations he comes with. When he was Joker mode, that was legendary. Yeah, that is another piece of lore that I think I'll never forget ever. Joker mode Adam was amazing, and the fact that he changed his photo constantly was great.
I'm definitely going to need this next comment translated.
yeah, Eric, I know you're bilingual. Will you please take this next one?
The Lego Kai Adi Mundi picture.
What does it do when you translate it?
Lego Coyote Monday. All right, Monday. Yeah. It's a good photo. Big head. If you follow along on that gentleman or that person, you'll see that some of the hosts of this podcast have also replied to him.
Been harassing him. Fuck you, Brandon.
Keep it up. Fitzy, as always, incredible segment. Looking forward to you returning to hosting. Yeah, I guess. Fitzy, come back. You know what they say.
Great job.
I like it. Oh, Colin, take this one. This is a great one.
All right, so I feel like I'm the only one who responded to the question in the comment, which is pretty rare. I feel like people usually respond to it. I haven't read all the comments, but I think this is. I said, what was even the question? It was some really weird description.
Oh, we're gonna go into it. Don't worry.
All right. Well, I guess I'll bury the lead or whatever here and just say that. Here's what I said. I said I would turn gravity to the max and squish everybody. It'll make more sense when we get into it. Adam here says, Corlin, Sutton fucking sucks. Why? He just had a great game, man. He had like 120 yards or something. He's looking great out there with Bo.
He threw a touchdown.
He threw a touchdown to Bo. Yeah.
He threw a touchdown. It was legendary.
Great chemistry.
I start whoever is projected for the most fantasy points every week, not the Yahoo RotoWire projections. LOL.
Huh. Okay.
His own projections, I guess. Is that what he's?
He's crunching them. He's number muncher. You know.
He does.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
I
may be last now, but don't count me out. Diamond, I will be back. We can get into both of those things. Speaking of I will be back, Chris Colby is back, and he says, call me the bolt cutter because I'm breaking loose.
Locks.
He absolutely is. Oh.
I think he's saying like, well, if you lock out in the, because I locked against him,
read.
I locked against him. I think he's saying he's breaking my lock of the week, which he did.
Oh, you always
get into it.
You always pick yourself.
I didn't play him.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know what's happening. I don't remember. Shout out to Adam, who has not finished below gold since 2009.
That's by Adam, by the way. That's a comment by Adam.
It's impressive. 15 years strong right there.
Ben tracking optimal versus started rosters again this year. Mike leads the league in regret points by a mile. This is Trump coded. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Fuck you.
I am going all in for a win this week. Must win. Let's get the W, boys. I like that one too. The average increase when winning charts looks like a constellation. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love all the T. Higgins stock, only for him to be doubtful. This is classic T. Higgins, and so I said sad. And then Adam said, if you ever hear that T. Higgins is banged up, it's safe to assume that he's missing 2 games minimum. Guy loves getting hurt. Have you guys ever owned T. Higgins before?
I have. I had him 2 years ago, I believe.
Was he
I had
hurt?
He was hurt.
I had him way back in his first. I think it must have been his second year. He was really good. He was a solid, great PPR dude. A solid 12 points every game. I don't think he ever scored above 20. But I have fond memories of him. I have not owned him since, so I haven't been, I haven't been jaded like you, Corby, which is understandable.
Oh man, that guy loves to get hurt. And then Chris finishes off with gold bronze. Yikes! Yikes indeed! Yikes indeed! Thank you so much for those comments, everybody. Really appreciate that. Now let's move on to the Rick segment. Rick, I'm gonna on your screen. This is your beautiful Rick.
Dude, thanks.
This is beautiful. A lot of work went into this. These slides were awesome. All right. Today, last season, we talked. You ranked sports. This season, we're ranking Call of Duty sniper rifles. So, without further ado, here you'll see a list of 10. Just chosen randomly. I've obviously left some out that would be number 1, like the Modern Warfare 2 intervention. So here's a bunch of shit. Tell me which ones go where, and we'll rank the top 10 Call of Duty snipers of all time based on Eric Symkiewicz.
I've been looking at this list for hours, and so number 10, I'm gonna have to go with the Chaytak M2000 from COD Online. As a guy who's had 3,500 hours in COD Mobile, it's too slow. Has multiple issues with it. Just not enough power. Reload's really slow, etc. Yeah, fuck that gun. 3,500 hours. Just kidding.
What?
Just kidding.
You're going to finish, and then we're going to talk about that.
All right. Number 9, I have the Lynx from COD Advanced Warfare because that gun sucked ass. The Moors was way better. I don't know if you guys ever played Advanced Warfare, but the Moors had that. It was the single shot sniper gun that sounded like a rocket ship when you shot it. It was it was a really good gun, but yeah. Okay. Anyways. And then number 8, I have the Springfield from COD 3 because COD 3 was just a really bad game. It was horrible. The multiplayer really sucked. So yeah, that game just sucks. Number 7, I have the Widowmaker from Infinite Warfare. I actually remember using this gun. Remember when COD was pay to win and you had you would open up crates and get certain weapons that had better attachments and shit. It was really stupid. I remember there was a really overpowered version of that gun and everyone used it. But it was pretty good. And then number 6, I have the HDR from Modern Warfare 1919. Modern Warfare 2019. I remember using it in Warzone. It was really slow. It zoomed in really slow, but it hit really hard. You could knock people in one shot and shit. And it was a really good gun. For number 5, I have the Wazoo from Modern Warfare 2. Shout out to Billy. Loved using the silenced thermal Wazoo. Just laying prone in a corner on underpass or something, just going hard. That gun was awesome. The reload animation was really sick too. It took up the whole screen. It was just this big, massive brown gun that just went in your face. Great gun. And then for number 4, I have the R700 from COD 4. Underrated gun, but it sucked compared to the M40. Only had 4 bullets. It was actually less powerful than the M40. The YY animation was beautiful on the R700, especially if you had a Deagle as your secondary. The YY looked really good. And Red Tiger on it looked absolutely beautiful. Number 3, I have the car from World at War. The car iron sights was peak. I think better than the Mosin. Doesn't beat the PTRS, but the car was just had that signature pow to it. It was just really hit hard. Number 2, L96 from COD Black Ops. Now this is a gun that I don't know if you guys remember back in the day when Black Ops 1 first came out. Treyarch actually had it where they nerfed quickscoping. And so basically if you tried to quickscope, wherever the crosshair was is not where your bullet would shoot. Mm-hmm. It was just a random, it would just go wherever it wanted to. And the community backslashed really bad for it and was basically Treyarch, this sucks, you can't do this to us, blah blah blah. And then eventually they patched it, and then once they fixed sniping to where it was back to normal, the L96 was a beautiful sniper rifle. Had a big punch to it, beautiful sound. It was like a one shot everywhere. Yeah, dude, that thing ripped. And then, last but not least, which might be surprising to some people, is the MSR from Modern Warfare 3. Now, the MSR, I think, is better than the Intervention from Modern Warfare 2.
Whoa!
Sleight of Hand Pro, Quick Draw Pro, MSR with extended mag was by far the most cracked sniper rifle you could possibly get in Call of Duty of that era. As far as like running around, you had like 8 bullets. You could do whatever you want. It zoomed in so fast. You could reload so fast. Oh my god, it was so good. I remember running around on like that really bad like France map and just like punting noobs. So yeah, that's all I got, man. MSR, loaded gun.
What a list! Let's run it back down. Number 10, the Che-Tac M2000. The number 9, the Lynx. Number 8, Springfield. 7, Widowmaker. 6, HDR. 5, the Wazoo. 4, R700. 3, Car 98K. 2, L96A1. And the number 1 Call of Duty sniper rifle of all time, the MSR. Before we move on, is it true? Do you actually have 3,500 hours in Call of Duty Mobile?
No, I was just trolling. I've never played it before.
Okay. Okay. You got me really excited there for a minute because I love talking a good mobile game. And before we move on from Call of Duty, I found this video of Call of Duty 4 DS, and I thought we could watch some gameplay. Got some dubstep going. Check this out. This looks good, right? Why did they make this?
Dude, oh my god.
What
The
console
map.
era is this comparable to? What does this look like? Like a PS1 game?
Yeah, I would say PS1, yeah.
I guess.
Maybe early PS2.
Oh shit!
No, that's
You're
PS1.
right.
That's PS1. What is that?
Yeah, this looks like Medal of Honor, like for PS1. What was the I forget what it was called. That was a good game though.
Anyways, I just can't believe that this game was made, and so I had to include it.
I love how the map is just there the whole entire, like that's gonna be your bottom half is just the map.
Yeah, it's the bottom half, right? That's good stuff.
Awesome.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to week 9. And what a week it was. Let's move on to quite the shellacking that it was. It was Taylor versus Mike. Mike really brought the hurt and beat him 172 to 127, which is the same numbers. Kind of fun. The highlights here: Saquon. Did you see that? Did anyone see that Saquon play where he jumped
backwards hurdle?
Somebody drug test that boy right there. I tell you what. Good lord.
That shit was unbelievable. Cortland Sutton had a great week. He sucks, but man, he threw a touchdown. Those were some stars. My favorite stat line out of both of these rosters is Cole Kmet with 0 points. Well, Mike texted that to me, no context. I'm staring at my phone. I'm just laughing because Mike is never going to ever be able to start the right tight end. Yeah, Mike's got a great team. Nice for Stank Smell to show up this week and whatnot. And I mean, Taylor would have beaten some of these teams, but he just was unlucky and had to play Mike.
Yeah, I think we were talking about it last week. Mike needed a get-right game, and we all predicted that this would be it. It was lining up just right. Mike had started out really hot this year, and then he's been a bit cold the last few weeks. So, I know there's been a couple 130 games and around there. So this is the game he needed to come back. He's got a great team, yeah. I think we'll see a nice, like Adam said, a nice London Mooney start the rest of the year, and it'll work out good for him. Mike's got a good team. Taylor, I think Taylor's team is pretty solid. He's got the Taysom Hill on the flex with 16 points. You gotta love that. You love to see it. It's just obviously the quarterbacks is the biggest thing. I mean, if they put up 10 points more each, which wouldn't be asking a lot, he'd be at 147, which still wouldn't win, but it would be a respectable score. But he has good quarterbacks. It just was a bad week. And he's got a good team. It was just a bad week. I still like Taylor's team, and I'm going to stick with my – oh, he's in last now. Jesus. And we had him ranked number 1, Corby.
I know. Get some down.
Still looks good. It's got good names on there. They're all doing good. It's just I don't know. But, good job, Mike. He's the real deal.
I wanted to say that, dude, so when the season first started and just looking at Mike's team now, I absolutely hate Mike's team. Okay, I like Tank Dell, but I hate Drake London, I hate Cortland Sutton, and I hate Darnell Mooney. I hate all three of those guys. Like, this is just something where, like, you shouldn't see this happen, like, them putting up numbers like this, and it just pisses me off. I don't know if it's because I've had Darnell Mooney, like, for a couple of years. I've always, like, had him on the bench or something, and, like, he just never did anything, and now I'm, like, salty about it, but... And then, like, Cortland Sutton, I, like, saw this guy, and I, like, thought he was, like, 35, and I didn't realize he was only, I didn't realize he's only 29. I thought he's been in the league for, like, 10 years. I thought he was really old. Probably because just he's been around for a long time now, but like he seems like a Mike Evans to me, you know what I mean? Like he's just been around for a long time, like he's just always been there. Like, is he gonna retire soon? I don't know. But yeah, Mike is just killing it. Saquon is the real deal. And his quarterbacks are okay. I don't know what's going on with Dak. And then Taylor's team, I like it. Just a bad week, I guess. I don't know. Besides, yeah, the quarterbacks are rough. I don't know. Kyler, I think he spent a lot of money on Kyler too, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that's all I got. Sorry, Taylor.
Sorry, Taylor, indeed. Better luck next week? I don't know.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into it. Oh, yeah. So this was a close one, huh, guys? New Father Sean versus sleepy guy Rick in a battle of the doo-doo. Not the smelliest matchup we've seen so far, but still not the highest scoring matchup it could have been. 126. 124 in the way of Eric. I picked Fitzy, and everyone else was on Team Eric. Let's look at the highlights here, right? Derrick Henry is going to continue to be him and probably be the best running back the rest of the season. Jaden Reed gets right here. That's awesome. Devontae Adams gets right. He had the concussion scare and then fooled you and had a touchdown. Tennessee, great defensive play against New England. That was lovely. And Trevor Lawrence, I don't think I've ever seen him score above 18 points before. So congratulations! Holy shit, you can do it. You can play football. It's wonderful. And then on the other side of the coin, let's look at Fitzy's downs. The downfall of Fitzy really comes down to this. He plays Sam Laporta, sits Evan Ingram. If they swap, that's a win. That's a win for Fitzy. So. In that sense, the Sam Laporta trade is still haunting him. Fitzy, let us know in the comment below if you think that you regret that trade.
And so last week, he played Ingram and sat Laporta, and he would have won if he played Laporta. So like, this is Fitzy is he knows better than anybody. It's the tight end, regret thing. So the only I think appropriate thing to do is you got to play them both, flex one of them. But then who do you sit? I guess probably Marvin Harrison Jr. Since this dude is fucking frustrating. Eric wins somehow starting Zach Charbonnet and Antonio Gibson. So that's an accomplishment in and of itself.
Swag strat. I didn't even notice that.
And if Fitzy was here, yeah, you were good to point out the Tennessee thing, because if Fitzy was here, that's what he would point out. He loves a defensive victory, and the 7-point difference there, I think that made all the difference. I mean, obviously made all the difference in the world. It won you the game, along with a couple other things. Obviously, Derrick Henry. We love Jaden Reed, or at least I do. If you want, hey, DeAndre Swift is doing great, Eric. You need an RB2. He's doing great. He's doing awesome. We'll get it.
Okay.
Great job, Eric. Go ahead.
The only thing I have to say is that so both my quarterbacks have 4:00 games, and so like pretty much like my whole team is over besides them. And at halftime, Trevor Lawrence had like -1 something, and Jordan Love had like 0.8 or something. And I was like in panic mode. I thought I was going to lose. Literally both my quarterbacks combined for like 1 point. Luckily, Trevor Lawrence, I think he ran for 2 touchdowns or something. And then Jordan Love, I don't know, he threw a touchdown. I think he did to somebody. I don't think it was Jaden Reed though. But as far as my team, yeah, obviously I need running backs really bad. But Amari Cooper was out this week. Hopefully he's back next week. And I'm looking to possibly trade a wide receiver. Mm-hmm. Maybe somebody big, somebody who's making big plays, Let me know. As far as Fitzy's team, AJ Brown left, so that's probably why he lost. And yeah, that's all I really got. And Drake Mays, pretty cool. I like that guy. Sorry, Fitzy.
Yeah, I said before we started recording that I think Fitzy maybe has the worst team in the league. it's something that I'm floating, and I'm maybe only saying it now because Fitzy's not in the room with me because he's my friend. Let's move on to what's the next one? Yes, Colin getting laid the smackdown by the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, some of the Kansas City Chiefs, I should say. Holy shit! Look at Jackson Smith and Jigba. What the fuck? I didn't even notice. I didn't even see that line. That's insane.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Sunday night game. That's really what did me in there.
Yeah, definitely. Holy shit. Yeah, you got owned. You got owned bad.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
No, you. I won't. You can do it. Let's hear your lament. Let me get the sad music.
First of all, I mean, I had a great week considering I started Bryce Young. I put up 150 and I started Bryce Young. That's a huge accomplishment. Okay, that's incredible. So I'm not bummed. You have to play the violin music or whatever. I'm chilling because like I was due for this. I've been destroying the league in points against. Like I have the lowest by far. I probably still do. This is the highest score of the week.
Today.
Yeah, good for Adam. The Chiefs went off on Monday night. I think it was going into Sunday night, the Seahawks Rams game. Oh, no, that wasn't a night game. That was during the day. That was a 4:00 game.
Yeah.
But during that game, I think I was feeling pretty good. But yeah, every time I saw Geno Smith, who I started to get a big play, I was like, all right. Then I looked and it was always to fucking JSN. So he got more points than me. That's a bummer. Yeah, he was killing it. He was doing awesome. And then, Monday night came, and it was, mostly in his favor. But I was like, well, if the Chiefs dropped the ball, they didn't drop the ball. All of his guys did good except Xavier Worthy. And, he added another one to the collection. We'll get into that. But, good for Adam. He's still in it. 3-6, that's still in it. So, yeah, good for you, Adam. You needed it, and you got it. And I'm chilling. 150, that's a good score when you're starting Bryce Young.
Yeah. All I got is I don't know. I hate Adam's team. Just Adam sucks in general. I just don't like him.
Oh shit.
But
What?
and then Colin, I like your team. I don't know. I feel like we kind of have similarities as far as who we like as players on our fantasy football team. And so when I look at it, I really like it besides Zach Ertz.
I can't talk about Ertz later.
This is his worst week. He'll be.
I think he'll be okay.
Well,
he's one of those guys that's been around a long time too, kind of like Courtney Sullivan.
He's been at a long time.
Dude, I feel like Ertz has been around since
he's eternal.
Since the day this league started.
He definitely has
14 fucking years or something like that. Oh man, shuts out. Next up, Tyler versus Chris in quite the shocker. Some would say some locks were broken, as alluded to before. So here's the situation. Tyler, now 3-6, one of the highest scoring teams in the league, just gets ruined every week by another team having one of their best weeks in a long time. And Chris has not hit the launch button. Well, I mean, I suppose Chris has hit the launch button because he is going to the cosmos, and he has survived the Christian McCaffrey waiting period and seems to be peaking at a very opportune time. And I'm very interested to see, because he's got maybe Dowdle breaking out. I'm not going to bank on Quinton Johnson scoring 22 points every week for sure, but Dobbins is still so good. I'm just shocked. Just cannot believe it. And Tyler too. Tyler's just unlucky. There's nothing else to say. Shouts out to Mike Gesicki, 27 points. What an incredible tight end game for you, Tyler. I'm sure that made you very happy. It just sucks that you're incredibly unlucky this season.
Yeah, I mean, I locked in Tyler because I was like, this can't keep happening. And it happened. It happened again. He had a great week. He had an awesome week. But Chris just goes off, and he had one of those awesome victories where, like, not one player carried him. Like, he has a bunch of 20s, but no, nobody above, 20. J.K. Dobbins, 24.5. That's the highest. So he just had a great team victory, which means, to me, that means, it's sustainable. Like, these guys can all keep doing good. K. Dotton is going to finish as tight end 1. Maybe. He's got the 2 tight end flex, which you love to see. And Tyler's got a great team. It sucks. It's a bummer. But like you said, this puts Chris firmly like in the playoff hunt with CMC maybe coming back this week. Hopefully that'd be cool. He's practicing, so that's good news. So he's a threat. He's got a good team. So maybe he won that trade, in fact, after all. Looking at J.K. Dobbins, how he's doing. I drafted him. And I traded him to Chris. Maybe I regret it. So good for you, Chris. He looks like we'll get into the name changes. Go ahead, Eric. What do you think about Chris's team?
Chris's team is pretty good. I do feel bad for Tyler though. His team is stacked. It's just constant. It just seems like every week it's just horrible luck. His points for it's like I was looking at it today. It's like I think he's second to last. He might be, or something like that. But he has like he's like 200 points more than the person in last or something crazy. He scores a lot every week and he just keeps on losing. And I'm sorry, buddy. I feel really bad for you.
Tyler is the second highest scoring team in the league.
Yeah. Okay. I knew it was high.
And he is 3-6. That's unbelievable.
Fucked up.
You know who's the highest scoring team in the league?
You.
We'll get into it. But first, we've got to get into some down bad stuff here, right? I think everyone on this podcast saw this coming, except for Fitzy. So it was Chris versus Brandy, and unfortunately, Brandy was down bad here, having to start Alec Pierce, even with Joe Flacco, assuming the Flacco would get the ball to his man's. Just didn't happen. And again, we've still got Troy Franklin being started, which is unfortunate. When you start Troy Franklin, you're not going to have a good time. Brandy's team is going to get healthy really soon. Hopefully Nico is back next week. Hopefully DK is back after buys. And we can start picking up some wins before the playoff push begins, because starting to fall to sixth place is tough. And Chris, what is there to say about your team? Your team is, you're coasting. You've got Devon Achane, who, in my opinion, is probably the only running back. Well, besides, I feel like JK or Achane could unseat Henry as the number one running back in fantasy at this point this season.
Yeah, Chris is I don't agree with that, by the way. Derrick Henry's going to rush for 2,000 yards and 24 touchdowns, but as long as he stays healthy. But yeah. Chris's team is really solidified itself as a real contender. Like I've been saying every week that he started out not scoring a lot of points but winning games, but that doesn't matter. He's been winning games and now he's earning the wins. 156, a solid score, not great but very good. He's got a great team. You brought it up. Definitely, Achane is probably the highlight for me, and obviously Jaden Daniels. So he had a great draft and it turned into a great team. Yeah, I don't think he's made a ton of moves. This isn't the roster he drafted, and he did a great job. Besides Alexander Madison, I guess. Oh yeah, because he spent a shit ton on Madison and Likely, right? So this team was not built from the waiver wire. So well done. He's got the coke head on his bench, so good job. One funny thing to me is that Fitzy based his team name and image on Brandy's here, and they have incredibly similar scores. On my screen right next to each other. So
they do.
It's just funny to see them reflecting each other there. So well done. And Brandy, this is tough. Better days ahead, hopefully. We'll see, I guess. I don't know. Troy Franklin is 2 starts in a row. Okay. Do you?
I mean, Brandy has Jalen Hurts, so that's pretty good. And then starting Alec Pierce, I get that because I have Michael Pittman. He's averaging like 10 yards a game or something. It's absolutely absurd. I've never seen such a fall off. Even with Joe Flacco, it doesn't matter who it is. He's not getting any targets at all. He averages 2-3 targets a game. So yeah, I don't know. The Colts suck. Even Jonathan Taylor, I feel like isn't doing that good this year. Anyways, Chris's team. I love Jaden Daniels. That dude's a beast. And then that's all I really got. Good job, Chris.
Yeah, good job, Chris. So I think we can go over this final matchup rather quickly here. I can sum it up. I got my free space with Chris. Chris scored 103.24. If you look at his lineup, he had a lot of buys happening, a lot of injuries on the bench as well. Chris Olave goes down again. Every time he's on the field, they bring the stretcher out for him. So one of these days he's going to stop playing football. But yeah, I scored 156. It's the lowest I've scored since week 2. Swag strat of -3 from the defense. Love that. Shouts out to
Beautiful.
Puka for throwing punches and getting ejected. Shouts out to Kyle Pitts. 1 catch, 11 yards. That's the Kyle Pitts I know and love. I still have a fine week. Again, it just feels like I got lucky and just faced Chris on a bad week. So what do you guys think?
I mean, you didn't just, you still had a good week, regardless of facing Chris, who scored 100 points. And the fact that you put up this amount with, like you said, with Denver scoring -3, Puka at 2.1, and Pitts at 2.1, the fact that you still scored that, I mean, that's all you need to know about Corby's team is he's hot on fire. When are you going to starting Bucky Irving, though? Because I believe this is the second week in a row where you would have scored more points with him.
Yeah, I got to get him in the lineup somewhere. I'm not sure yet, but I just was letting my Prince rest, and I know he had a toe injury, so I just wanted him to feel better. And just seems like kind of a mess over there right now. Lots of running backs over there, and Rashad White is still getting too much work. It should be
Indeed. Yeah, great job, Corby.
Thanks. I forgot to make a slide about the record check and stuff, so I'll just do that verbatim. So Colin went 4-2 on the week, 33-21 on the season, 7-2 on locks of the week. I went 5-1, 37-17, 7-2 on the season on locks of the week. Fitzy 4-2, 36-18, 8-1 on locks of the week, and the coin even had a great week, 5-1, 28 of 26, 4-5 locks of the week. Let's get into transactions.
Oh, baby.
So I made this slide yesterday, and I thought some of these were not that interesting. I do want to shout out a few names here that we probably will not talk about again for a while. Julius Chestnut. Shouts out to Julius Chestnut, third string running back for the Titans. We didn't know if Tony Pollard would be able to play, so why not get Julius Chestnut on the lineup? Love it. This is now the second week in a row that I've picked up Dalvin Cook to see if they would actually give him some run. They are not going to do that. He sucks. So this will be the last week that I pick up Dalvin Cook. I also picked up Ty Chandler again, and he's not getting any run either. Say goodbye to Christian Kirk. Eric, Tennessee defense, great pickup this week, 11 points. That's
Thank you.
Easy picking, good money. I'm not going to skip over this $12 one for Devin Singletary. It's interesting, I guess. And another Kansas City Chief to Adam's team. He picked up Noah Gray and dropped Zach Moss. So goodbye, Zach Ass. But wait, there's more. There were trades this afternoon, Tuesday the 5th. First, we had Kareem Hunt for Caleb Williams. So it looks like some teams are trying to get some quarterbacks. And then we also had so that was between Brandy and Adam. And then we had Tyler and Mike making a trade. Tua for Aaron Jones. I am curious as to what you guys think about both of these trades, and grade the trade if you will.
The first one, Tua for Aaron Jones, I think that's awesome. I think that's great. I think they're equivalent basically in value. I think that's good for Mike. I think that's a solid quarterback, and Aaron Jones is probably a high-end RB2, low-end RB1, or at least that's how he's been scoring this year. And the same can be said of Tua when he's healthy. Although I guess that's the big thing is the health. If he's not going to be healthy, this is terrible for Michael. But I think the Kareem Hunt for Caleb Williams is deplorable. I can't believe. I think that's absolutely terrible. Caleb Williams, half of his games this year have been single digits. Kareem Hunt has been an RB1 since he's started getting the starting low. I think this is a wild trade. But it is what it is. Also. Let's talk about the trades first. What do you guys think? Eric, what do you think? Any thoughts?
The Tua and Aaron Jones trade is, I guess, the same. I don't know. Is Aaron Jones getting a lot of carries? He was in Green Bay?
He gets. I think he's getting more in Green Bay because Green Bay has always been all about a split backfield. But he's been doing really efficient. He's been great. He's been awesome. I think he has one game below 10. He's had some 20-point games. He's been awesome. I love Aaron Jones this year.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good trade. And then the Caleb Williams, I don't know. I don't know. He does suck, I guess, but if you need a quarterback, you need a quarterback. So I guess it is what it is.
I feel like both of these trades are pretty equal on just different tiers. Like, I don't think Kareem Hunt's that good. I mean, he was good. I don't know. I don't.
He's not good, but they feed him the fucking shit out of
Yeah,
him.
he's getting a lot of
right?
points.
And I feel like Pacheco's going to be back in 2 or 3 weeks, and I think at that point, I mean, they say he's going to practice in 3 weeks. So
I don't know why.
the ominous day, right? So we'll see. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't know. And I think Caleb Williams is maybe he has a better second half of fantasy season than his first. I don't know. That one feels like a wash, and this other one feels like a wash too. I feel like both of these players have question marks about their health. Aaron Jones has never been the healthiest guy, and I give both of these a hell nah out of 10. Yeah, that's I want league shakers. I don't.
Yeah, it's important to note here, though, that Adam does acquire another chief. So it's important to note that Adam, he's got the quarterback, he's got the running back, he's got the 2 receivers, he's got the tight end. So he was desperately trying to trade me this week for their defense.
That's psychotic.
And they ended up scoring like 2 points, so whatever.
Adam's going to win the league, right?
What the fuck is going on?
All right, name changes. Unicorn, Devourer of Teams. This is Mike, obviously, with an absolutely beautiful photo, might I add. Look at that. He's got...
Oh, my God.
Who are all these... okay, so is that Derek Carr and Ramondre Steve? Oh, are these all Taylor's players that Saquon is jumping over? That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, is it? Yeah, probably, right? Amon-Ra, yeah.
I believe that is correct.
Kyler, yeah.
And Waddle in pain. I love it. This is, yeah. I don't know what the reference is. Is this a Marvel thing? Colin, what is this?
I'm sure the Quan is Saquon. I don't know what Unicorn is. Unicorn. I don't know what that is. Unicorn. Okay. I don't know. Maybe like a unicorn. Unicorn Devourer.
What the Sigma?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But anyways, this is a great photo for sure. The team is great too. The team name is great too. Where's my booms? Where's my boom?
5 booms.
5 booms? Well, okay, I guess I'll give 5 booms. Hell yeah. Cool. Great team name. Great job. We had a saga here from Adam. He started off with a win or the blade, which I really liked.
I love that so much.
I love the razor blade here. It's awesome. Just haphazardly pasted onto the photo. This is so excellent. How can you not love that? And then after the game, I always believed in you, and obviously reflected on the fact that he's always believed in Patrick Mahomes. That one I'll give a 1 boom, but I got to give a win or the blade 5 booms. And finally, we've got Chris, the rocket to the cosmos. Everyone's on the Josh Allen rocket. All of us,
including Carl Sagan.
Even Carl Sagan is there. That's awesome. Great stuff. Great team name.
Yeah, looks like he hit the launch button here. What do you think, Eric?
I think he did. I'm gonna have to give this one 5 booms.
Yeah, I'm calling it 5. I'm calling it 5 booms as well. Oh, that was even 6 booms. Yeah, definitely. Like I said earlier in the show, Chris has the most interesting storyline happening right now. This is a crazy redemption arc that's happening. I can't wait to see how it all pans out. Let's move on to Yahoo comments of the week. All right, this one's from Blake for Blake Watson, everyone's favorite player. I don't even remember what position this guy plays, But Franklin on October 1st chimes in and says, "How did I get to this point in my life?"
With 22 thumbs up. So everyone who's visited this page probably thumbs this up like, yeah. Who is it? Who is this Corby? Why were you there? Yeah,
I don't know. I think that I just went to the all. I think I hit the all button and then I just scrolled. I did this like 4 times and then I stopped and then it was Blake Watson. Let me tell you who he plays for. Blake Watson.
Only 19 comments too.
He's a Denver Broncos running back. Great.
Blake.
Shouts out to Blake Watson. Sorry, I need water. I'm so thirsty. Too much talking. Next up, Dalvin Cook. Somebody said Hawk Tua, and I thought that was just hilarious. Have you guys seen that video on YouTube, Hawk Tua?
Sure. I don't get it though. Why did they comment that?
Spitting on that thing, you know?
I get it. I just don't know why they commented. 4 people were into it and 2 were not.
Yeah, it needs more thumbs up, I think.
We need more thumbs up for Hawk Tua. Then we had Cole Komet. Somebody said die in a fire.
Yeah, but not die as in perish. They're saying die. They want to dye them like a tie dye. And
Did they mean like die at fire festival or like? I don't know. What does it mean? What does any of it mean?
When I was looking at this, this guy has 36,000 comments on his players page. That's absurd.
Why does he have so many? That's crazy. That's like
hate throughout the years.
Oh,
he has to.
I hate that. If he has one hater, I am him. I won't go down that. But that's all the comments. But I do want to bring back a classic segment. Yahoo writes these because the write-up for Kyle Pitts last week was absolutely out of just insane.
Unhinged.
I will read it. We're back. It is over. Pitts, 1 for 11 versus Dow. Advice. Mods, is this legal? Pitts was only targeted once despite almost no Drake London coming off a month of games with at least 65 receiving yards. You'll feel good when you learn that at least Pitts got beat handily on his pass protection reps. Pitts also recovered an onside kick. Why are you able to put that for close sign in front of my house?
What does that mean?
What the fuck? Pitts will always be in danger of stumbling into the void, but we're guessing this isn't enough to take him off the tight end 1 line against the Saints next week. Why are you able to put that for close sign in front of my house?
What is that line?
What the fuck?
Person is unhinged.
I thought I was having a fucking stroke when I was reading this the first time. And then I sent it to Colin and Fitzy, and I was like, this is the most unhinged thing I read in a long time.
I love it.
I do love it, too. If you ever have a good write-up for Yahoo writes these, please let us know, because I do love when the writers go fucking stupid like this.
Yeah, he went bonkers.
Did we ever go over the description of the YouTube video? The question.
Oh, we didn't go over the description of the YouTube video. Shit. I guess we should do that. Let's let me just change that again. God damn it.
This is a throwback. We're gonna travel back.
So, for those of you who participate in this podcast, if you scroll down in the description, you'll find the hidden question or answer or whatever. The one this week was quite interesting. Colin, do you want to read it or do you want to just...
I'll read it, but first let me ask, is this AI generated or did you write all? What is this?
It is AI generated.
Okay, here's what the computer came up with. Imagine you wake up one morning to find that gravity in your city has been mysteriously turned off. People and objects are floating around, and chaos is everywhere. You discover that a rogue, time-traveling jellyfish named Quasar is behind this, and it's up to you to restore gravity before the entire planet is thrown into disarray. You have a device made from recycled smartphone parts and ancient runes that allows you to communicate with the Gravitas Guardians, the council of sentient jellyfish that control gravity. However, a secret society of gravity-worshipping monks believes that the absence of gravity is a divine sign and tries to sabotage your efforts. In the midst of this turmoil, you find out that you have a latent ability to control gravity. You must navigate a series of gravity-defying challenges, including a zero-gravity skateboarding competition, a floating cityscape, and a battle against the gravity-worshipping monks. What would you do? Would you team up with the Gravitas Guardians and Dr. Zephyr to restore balance, or would you explore the possibilities of a gravity-free world? How would you handle the monks who believe in the prophecy, the fate of humanity rests in your hands? What was the prompt?
The prompt was, give me an overly convoluted what would you do situation.
Isn't that incredible? That you can give that? It just blows my mind so hard that it works. Like this is it's got a it's
It sounds like you need a background. And,
what's the word I'm looking for?
It works.
Yeah, it works. It's you read it and like you can follow along, and it's not like there's some crazy stuff, but like it's not like it's the AI. It's not like Smart Child or whatever the AIs you used to talk to when we were in high school or middle school. That's just like it's just the most out of left field things that don't make any sense. Like it's just so crazy to me, And then Corby and then Fitzy with like the AI music. Shout out to the outro last week of Fitzy.
Oh,
did that.
Yeah,
It was
last week
when
was
Fitzy showed that
unbelievable.
to me, I was laughing for like 5 minutes straight. It's just so silly. I love it so much, and I know people don't like all the AI so much that much, but like I'm into it.
I'm really highlighting this because this is the type of content that you're missing when you don't read the full description of our YouTube video. And so I highly suggest that you do that. It's very, very riveting stuff that you could be missing out on. I would love to know if people would team up with the Gravitas Guardians and Dr. Zephyr. I just want to know. and shout out to Colin for letting me know what he would do.
I couldn't let this go unanswered when I looked at the comment and I saw none addressing it. I was like, well, I'll be the hero.
I was like gearing up for this podcast and prepared to read it out loud slowly and be like, why did nobody respond to me? I must know what people think about this. Anyways, week 10. Click the add subtitle. That's how. Oh no, I just skipped.
We're right.
What the
Spoilers.
He's so serious.
Oh, sorry.
What's the segment?
Colin, can you take us through some of these? My throat is killing me right now.
All right, here we got Tyler versus Fitzy. Is that right here? Right. Let me load it up on mine too. All right, we got Tyler versus Fitzy here. Now I'm gonna say it for like the third or fourth week in a row. Tyler's in a must-win game here. Okay, second in points. He's in 9th place. He's 3-6. So Fitzy's also 3-6 in 10th place. So this is as we're nearing playoffs. Every week we get nearer. Obviously, that's how time works in a linear, universe. Every week increases the importance of winning a game to stay in playoff contention. And there's a huge difference, in my opinion, between 4-6 and 3-7. So this is a must-win game from both teams. Both coming off of painful losses. Tyler because he scored a lot, and Fitzy because he did not. I'm surprised by the projections here. Obviously, Mike Gesicki's probably a little under-projected, and he's got Kenneth Walker on bye. Tyler does. And then, who knows how these lineups will be looking, how set they'll be and stuff.
I think I'm actually going to change this to a different screen because I took these screenshots yesterday and now everything is totally different. So let me just go to the actual matchups. I'm sorry.
Sure. So I don't know if Tyler has set his lineup totally. Like, is he going to flex Hawk and play Gesicki? He's going to sit Calvin Ridley. We'll see. But regardless, I'm going to take Tyler because it has to be. It has to. It has to be, right? It can't happen again. He needs it. I'm sorry, Fitzy. I'm taking Tyler. Tyler. Yeah, Tyler.
Yeah. Go ahead, Eric.
No, sorry. I was just saying he's projected for 133 now, so he moved around his lineup a little bit.
Oops.
Yeah, dude. Tyler needs to win. Although I don't know about you guys. I just hate having two of the same wide receivers on the same team. I just don't think it's a good idea. Because AJ Brown can go off and then Devonta Smith will get one target. Like it doesn't work for me. I don't like it. But yeah, Tyler, you got to win, bro. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, that's all I got. I don't know.
So Eric's taking Tyler too, and I am also taking Tyler. And I just realized that our coin is not around, so I have to find another one. But I'm taking Tyler because pretty much exactly what Colin said. For all of those reasons, there's no way that this bad beat can continue to happen for him. And Fitzy, I just don't like. I don't like the mat. I don't like your roster right now, and I think that you'll regret whatever tight end that you start. It's just not going to work out for you. For those reasons, I am taking Tyler. And the coin for the time being will be this MGM $5 chip that I have in my desk.
Perfect.
Oh, fuck. They have the same. They're the same on both sides. Never mind.
Draw a little mark on them.
Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Sorry, everyone. Oh, that's perfect. I have a pencil right here. I've never done this part of the podcast before.
Oh boy. I'm excited.
And the coin is taking Fitzy.
It's on Fitzy Island.
It's on Fitzy Island. Oh, wrong button. Okay, next matchup is I hate how Yahoo does this. Taylor versus Chris Cloud. Yeah. Take us through this one too, Colin. Thank you.
All right, so we got the last place team, Taylor versus Chris, coming off an awful loss. He scored about 106. He's projected for 108 here, but obviously he hasn't set his lineup yet. He's got some decent players. If T. Higgins plays, it'll look a lot better. If he doesn't, it won't look much better. But he could pick some people up. He has an empty bench spot. We'd love to see it. But maybe he cut somebody. That. Yeah. Meanwhile, Taylor's over here with his team that I still look at and I don't mind. I don't mind it. It's 2-7. He's in last place, and I don't mind his team. It's just crazy to me. He is predicted for 127, which is very bad. But he's got maybe I don't know. Flex Hunter Henry over. Although Taysom did good, so maybe he'll start him again. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to take Taylor. I feel like Chris. Speaking of teams that needs a win, Chris is in 5th place. A loss here would definitely make a dicey situation. But I want to see chaos. So I want to see the teams at the bottom win. I want to see the teams in the top and the middle lose, besides myself. So I want some crazy, I want Fitzy to have to do a lot of work when he does his playoff chart. So I'm going to take Taylor. And I think he could actually win this one. What do you guys think?
I definitely think Taylor can win this one too. But I'm still not going to take him. I'm going to take Chris here. I think that Ricky Pearsall is underprojected, which is a weird thing to say. I think he may have over 9.7 points next week. I guess there is a possibility of Jawan Jennings coming back. So maybe not, but let's see. What's up with him? Oh, sideline for another another practice. That's T. Higgins for you. So maybe I'm taking the wrong Chris here, the only Chris here, but I'm taking Chris.
I'm taking Taylor. Chris, no, I look at Chris. That's just no. Sorry, buddy. I'm going Taylor.
Just nah.
I'm just nah. I'm just looking at it. I don't like anything.
You what?
Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, keep that bench spot open because there's no reason to put anybody there.
Yeah. And the chip is taking Taylor.
I really don't like Chris's team.
Chris Patnode?
No, Chris Clouds.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of ass.
I think he started good, but it's been not good. Speaking of Chris's team, so why don't you just walk us through here real quick, Eric? What do you think?
So Chris P's team, I mean, it's just better than mine. He has much better running backs. He has a better tight end, 2 better tight ends, should I say? He has the flex going in there. That's sick. Yeah, Chris is gonna beat me. I'm in shambles right now. Okay, so I went super wide receiver heavy in my draft. I'm too afraid to make a trade, but I'm at that point right now where I need to make a trade. I had Ayuk, who was averaging like 3 targets a game. He's on IR. So I'm kind of in a rough place right now. I don't really know what I'm going to do because I'm going to lose. I mean, even if I get somebody upset, Chris is going to win this week. That's all I got.
I think you're being a little too hard on yourself. I think there's moves to be made. Oh, I'm winking. If you're not looking at my screen, I'm winking. There's a lot you could do here. Today we had 2 trades, so I feel like the dam has been broken. The barriers are down. People are ready. Trade deadline is approaching in next week or whatever. So week and a half. So it's time to get those offers flying and check your inbox. I'm winking. All right.
Okay. Yeah. I see that.
That being said, I don't think Chris has better running backs than you, but he has better running back than you because you have Derrick Henry, so you have a better running back than anyone in the league. But then you look at the other spot, yeah. So anyone could have better running back than you, but I don't think anyone will have better running backs. I think you guys would be, you're on the same level with anyone else. So Derrick Henry's worth 2, like literally. He's got the cokehead in his flex there, so I'm gonna pick Chris. But something's got to happen. You got to pick someone up, trade for somebody. Anything could happen. But I will pick Chris just because who knows what will happen. And like Eric says, he's not a league shaker. He's a slow and steady wins the race. He does his own thing. He marches the beat of his own drum. But we'll see. What do you think, Corby?
Yeah, I'm taking Chris here because Eric's team sucks.
Yeah.
Owning Trevor Lawrence is the most annoying thing on this earth. He is so annoying.
Look at his stats right now. They're not that bad.
It's ugly.
Look at that. 23, 17, 15, 25, 19.
He's mediocre. It's fine.
That's great.
It's not great. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, let's look at Patrick Mahomes.
You want to compare him against Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah. Okay, let's compare him against Lamar Jackson. We should do that. Let's compare him against anybody. I do understand what you're saying. But dude, it's this like the first 4 weeks. You don't.
Yeah, I was panicking.
Maximum of 14 points. It's so annoying. Guy's annoying.
He's also just he's just not good. It's a bummer, dude. He scored. I mean, he scored 19 points. He threw, with the 2 rushing touchdowns, saved his day. Threw 170 yards, no touchdowns, and 2 picks. It's awful. He scores decent points. He has been. I don't know. He's been disappointing. His career. But
this guy a real coach. My God.
I don't know.
I'm glad they updated Michael Pittman's projections now. Now they're more accurate because he was projected for 14 every week, and now he's projected for 9, which is still too high, by the way.
I love Daniel Jones being projected for a little more than a point, more than Trevor Lawrence. So it's pretty damning for him. I know he's going against Carolina, and he's coming off a great game, Daniel Jones. So respect to him.
Oh yeah, and it's an away game too. So I saw because what was it? It was how many days did he throw? It was without a touchdown at home. It was 600 something days.
Yeah, something like that.
It was something absurd.
In my life, yeah. They're playing in a whole different country too. So Daniel Jones could go Mein Führer mode and go insane in Germany. Yeah, what the hell was that?
I didn't know they were playing in Germany.
Okay. The coin picked Chris, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Next matchup here. Oh my God! Look at that! Look at that projection. Holy shit! What the? Hold on. Where's the button? You like that one, Eric?
Yeah, I like saying that.
What the Sigma?
That's what Brandy's lineup is currently doing right now. A nice big, yeah. Obviously, the lineup is not set, and I don't think it really matters if the lineup is going to be
I
set.
think it might be set. Oh no, I guess not. We'll see if.
I mean, like all these players, like a lot of these players can be dropped, right? Garendo can be dropped. Chestnut can be dropped. Well, you can't. This is your totem.
Yeah, no, you have to keep them.
You can't drop Joey Chestnut, right?
How about Troy Franklin? Can you drop him?
Oh my, yeah. You should probably drop Troy Franklin. If you start him again, you're doing it to yourself. With all that in mind, I'm taking Mike here as my lock of the week.
Yeah, I don't. Not much needs to be said. I really don't think Brandy's team is that bad, but this is just the worst possible week. You know, especially if Nico doesn't play. You got Bowers and Metcalf on bye, and also Metcalf is hurt. And it's just, this isn't your team is not built to win this week. Mike's team is very good. It's built to win most weeks. Yeah, give me Mike.
Yeah, I'll take Mike.
Yeah.
I'll take Mike.
So round to Mike.
What does the coin say?
Except for the coin, who's taking Brandy.
Let's see it.
And next one. God, it always reverts back to week 9. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
We're just doing it live. Why I'm looking for it and I can't
Adam,
see.
that one right there. That one right there.
This one right here. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Go ahead, Colin.
Yes,
Take us through your arch nemesis matchup.
All right, we got Adam coming off a hot win versus Chris Colby coming off a hot win. These are two teams in a must-win game. They're all must-win, obviously. You got to win every week. All right, if you want to make it to the playoffs, then you better start winning. Now, there's a lot of contingencies here. Like, obviously, Christian McCaffrey's the biggest. He's like a Z factor, which is like bigger than an X factor. If he plays, then I mean, I say chalk that up to Chris because they're gonna, they got their shiny new toy back. They're gonna be, he's gonna be throwing touchdowns and catching touchdowns and run one in. I'm sure. I think he'll score 30 points at least. If he, but I can't say, if this happens, then I pick him. But besides that, J.K. Dobbins is doing awesome, and Rico Dowdle has he's because Ezekiel Elliott is quiet quitting or whatever. He's decided he's done with football or whatever. he's being a dork, and I mean Chris's team is just everyone on this roster is just like on the up. Quentin Johnston, K. Dotton, Rico. We talked about Mark Andrews. You see, didn't he make a comment, or did we go over it, or did we miss it about how he hasn't lost since he has not lost a game with Mark Andrews on his roster? Did we miss that?
I did not see that comment.
I think it wasn't there. Maybe maybe he went invisible or something. But because he had Mark Andrews week 1, and I think he won, and then he traded him away, and then when I traded him back to him, which was a few weeks ago, he hasn't lost. I think he's 4-0 with Mark Andrews and 0-5 without him. So
wow.
So I think this is his totem, and he's doing great. Yeah, great, awesome team. Adam, I'm not going to talk too much shit. I don't think his team's that bad. I mean, it's fine. I said it was mid last week, but he put up 180, whatever. Chiefs do good. He's going to do awesome. That's what it is, and they did really good last week, especially now that he has Kareem. But yeah, give me Chris. I think his team is hot. I think he's peaking at a good time. Oh, I mean, we'll see, but it might be a little early. But we'll go over that at the end of the year. But yeah, give me Chris. He hit the launch button.
I'm taking Chris too. You said all of his players are on the up and up. That's not true. He has Travis Etienne on his roster.
Oh, that's true.
That guy stinks.
He's on the down.
Yeah, no, I am absolutely taking Chris. You've taken the words out of my mouth. When McCaffrey plays this week, he's gonna be good. And I just have a feeling that the Kansas City Chiefs are gonna lose this week. Something's telling me that, and so they're gonna get what's coming to them, and their zebra friends can't help them. So with that, I am taking Chris.
I don't know. So Chris's team is unreal, but what did Denver? Didn't they just give up like 40 something to Baltimore? Like,
yeah, I mean it's Baltimore though. They're crazy. Lamar and Derrick Henry be putting up 30 points every week.
Give me Adam.
Okay. I like it. I like it. It's spicy.
He could easily win.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. I can see both these teams winning, but I just think that Chris wins. And the coin agrees with Eric. He is taking, I don't know, as if the coin is a person. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, the matchup that I've been waiting for. It's the Burger Bowl. It is.
Oh shit!
I know. It's me and Colin. This feels like okay. I've won 7 games in a row, right? And this simply is unsustainable, and I feel like I can't keep this up forever. But I think that I can keep it up for one more week, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm definitely taking myself here. My team is way better than Colin's. Just look at my tight end. It's Kyle Pitts, and he's got Zach Ertz. It's gonna be easy peasy, This is gonna be Colin after this week.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me. Here too much raining.
That's Colin. That's Colin.
All right, that felt a little unnecessary, but every week I come in here and I pick myself, and I look at these teams, and Corby's, like he said, he's red hot. He's got the best team in the league by the numbers. That's how I like to go. So he's got the best team in the league. So I just have one question, Corby. Are you ready to lose to Bryce Young? Because I'm picking myself and I'm locking it in. I'm picking me. We're going, baby.
That's insane.
You already knew it was coming when you saw no locks yet. You knew it was coming.
Lock of the week with Bryce Young in the QB1 position.
QB1.
That's the.
I moved him there.
Of course you did. I half expected you to have your roster totally empty except for just Bryce Young in the QB1 position by himself.
Oh, shit.
That's good shit, man.
What do you think, Eric?
Oh shit. Yeah, give me Corby, dude. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's
pretty easy for you.
What did wait, no, because I'm thinking of the bets. Because I know there was a Bryce Young bet last week, but I forget what it was.
We'll get into it.
We're gonna get into it. If you were curious, Eric, this is Lamar Jackson's game log this year. His lowest score was 16.
Is that like a jab at
He's better than Trevor Lawrence. That's what I'm trying to say.
Better than Patrick Mahomes.
Wait. Go back to him. Go back to that for a sec.
Oh, sorry.
1 sec. Sorry. Just want to see that. Wow, he has 20 TDs and 2 picks. That's pretty good, dude.
He's the number 1 player.
Wow.
Number 1 in my heart. The coin agrees with Colin and is taking Colin.
Let's go. Wait, did you have a lock for the coin?
Oh, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 6. Or
no, that won't really. You could just pick it, I guess. Just
no, the coin doesn't have a lock.
Let's roll a d6, okay?
Roll a dice.
6.
All right, I'm rolling a dice, and it rolled a 2, which means Taylor is the coin's lock of the week.
Let's go.
Yeah.
What the Sigma?
What the Sigma? Okay. That leads us to the final segment of the week, which would be bets of the week. All right. So this is what we had last week. For some reason, Fitzy bet on the Jags versus the Eagles. This game was closer than it should have been, but the Eagles did prevail, and I won that one. We also had a 2 tight end bet, Ertz and Crafts versus Laporta and Evan Ingram, and that was Colin versus Fitzy, and Fitzy took that one. We also had Colin versus Adam, where the winner was me because I took Adam and Colin took himself. We also had a fantasy basketball bet, which was steals. Colin and Fitzy went head to head in that, and Colin prevailed. I don't know what the final.
Fuck you, Fitzy. It was like 64-60 or something. It was close. It would have been funny if we tied again.
Yeah, that would have been really good. Then we made a T. Higgins bet, which we're going to just gloss over because he didn't play because he's a bastard. We set a line at Kyle Pitts, over under 9.84. I took the over. Fitz took the under and took the victory there on that one. We also had Kyle Pitts versus Zach Ertz total fantasy points, where Kyle Pitts prevails with 2.1 to Zach Ertz's 1.5 points.
Wow, what a
freaking barn burner.
Slobber knocker.
And go for the next one because speaking of slobber knockers.
Speaking of slobber knockers, we had Bryce Young going over 13 points, where Colin took the over and I happily smashed the under, and he scored what, like 9 points or something like that?
Yeah, he scored like 9.7 or something. So.
Oh, excellent. That's the Bryce Young you know and love.
You know what? He actually played decently. They won the game. He won them the game, you know. I mean, he didn't win them the game, but they won the game.
He won them the game.
Juba was killing it.
Yeah, Chuba's good. That guy is good. All right. Who's got some new bets?
All right. I think the Chiefs will beat the Broncos. What do you think?
I think that the Broncos will beat the Chiefs.
Easy. Let's do it. There was one in the bucket already.
Easy.
And then you know, we can make it a burger bet, and then also we'll just bet on it for $5 too, because let's make it extra incentive that I'm going to beat you.
I'm not putting my burger on the Broncos versus Chiefs.
No. I'm saying our game.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
That could be the burger game, and also.
All right, I like that. And then you also want to bet $5 on it.
Yes, also $5. Exactly. Extra incentive. Let's really make it matter.
Colin, are you interested in doing running it back on Kyle Pitts versus Zach Ertz?
I was just thinking. Sure, let's do it. Why not? He needs a get right game.
Zach Ertz revenge game.
Yeah. Is it a revenge game?
I don't know. Well, let's hear it, Rick. You got some bets? You got a bet?
Yeah, actually I do. Okay, so last week, Patrick Mahomes, it was his first week without throwing an interception. I say he's going to keep that streak alive and not throw any picks in this next game versus Denver.
He's definitely throwing a pick. No doubt about it. Put it on the board. Easy money. Okay.
All right, I want to make a bet. By the time we record for next pod, I think there will be. I want to do an over/under on trades in the league. What would you do on 1.5? Either of you.
I say over because I'm going to be one of them.
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
What do you think, Corby? You think over too? I feel like Eric's
I would take under at 1.5.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think that it happens.
I think I'm leaning under also.
Which is funny because I was just thinking this morning, like, damn, this is like maybe the least trades that I've seen in this league in a really long time. And then we had 2 trades this afternoon.
I was gonna make that a segment. Maybe not this week, but next week, of just like how few trades there have been. How about we just do this a 1v1 with me and Eric, because I want to make a bet with Eric too.
Yeah, do that.
I'll take over.
Yeah, sweet.
2 trades before next Tuesday's podcast.
Right before we record, sure.
Oh,
Eric, you'll take a bet for next episode too.
Okay. All right, guys, I got a bet. Trump or Kamala?
Oh yeah, I meant to do that. Shit. How did I not do that? Jill Stein. I'll bet on Kamala, sure.
Okay, I'll take Trump.
Fucked up, Eric. Wow. I didn't know you were like that.
At the time of this recording, he has 198 electoral votes. SMH.
You what?
I mean,
What the Sigma?
God, it's gonna be a long night. Stop the count.
Just wait till the mail-in votes come in, all right? You know, that's like last time.
Bye. I just see in the show notes Trump versus Harris.
I thought that'd be a spicy one.
Like it's a matchup. It's a matchup.
I didn't even think about that when I was ready.
Trump v. Harris. Oh God,
Funny.
that's really funny. Oh shit. God damn it.
Can we
All
end
right,
it
let's
on
leave
that?
it at Trump versus Harris then. I guess that's it. We're gonna close the big book of bets for this week, and we're gonna say goodbye to everybody. But we're first gonna say goodbye to Eric. Eric, thank you so much for coming on the podcast for the second time. It's always a pleasure to see you and hear your voice and see your beautiful face. Any shouts outs or plugs that you'd like to stuff anywhere?
Yeah, dude. Shouts out to Dozer. Thanks for having me on the podcast. It's like past my bedtime. I'm getting a little sleepy peepee. It's past 10 o'clock. I'm really sad. But yeah, no, thanks for having me, guys. Sorry I didn't make it last week. I was a little nervous because I didn't know. I want to be cool and like awesome on the podcast. But so yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank you. And we will be back next week with another riveting episode of this show. Please do me a huge favor and tell your friends and family about us and educate them on the importance of fantasy football and how it affects the lives of people and makes them go crazy and start a 14-year fantasy football league that has a podcast now. It's really important stuff. It's great. And Colin, anything else from you?
No.
He told you.
Fitzy. Good job. We're doing good, Fitzy. If you're watching the pod, hope you're watching it with your baby. Just you know.
Couldn't have said it better myself. We'll see you next time. As always, I'm Corby.
I'm Colin.
Shit, I forgot.
You forgot your name?
Yeah. You don't know your name?
My name's Eric. Sorry.
What should the gamers do?
What are the game?
The gamers do.
Oh yeah, the gamers, game on, dude. I forgot. I'm sorry.